First violin, Worried Man Blues. Hello guys, this video is going to be about Worried Man Blues. This is one of the first pieces that we started playing, and as you see, it's one of our simplest ones. Real quick, since this copy, for whatever reason, I don't know, it doesn't have any time signature on it, but you could be able to identify that by looking at any of the measures. First, you need to know how many beats you see in each measure, which is 4 beats total. And as you see, there are quarter notes. Values are quarter notes. So this time signature for this piece is going to be 4/4. So we've already talked about the rest. Don't forget that there is a repeat sign here all the way to this measure, which means you would repeat it back, which we're not going to take this repeat for the concert. It's going to be very, very long because the piece goes very slow. But just so you know, you would take the repeat all the way back to where it says only once. Repeats are active only once, effective only once. So this note is going to be an up bow here. Every time you start a note, that is either the last beat of the measure or the last half of the beats of the measure, which is also called pickup notes or pickup beats. It may be more than one beat, maybe more than one note, but in this case it's only one beat and one note, happens to be the same. You use those with, you play it up bow, so then you start down on the next bar. We're not going to be doing any of the ties. We've already talked about that, so you can just play as if there are no ties. And this piece is fairly easy. You play dotted half notes for 3 beats, whole notes for 4 beats, regular half for 2, quarter for 1, and that's pretty much it. There is nothing to explain about this piece. Just make sure that there is one F sharp. This F, even though there is no sharp sign on it, there is a sharp in the key signature, which applies to this F. So this is high second finger. As I'm writing it right now, try to do my best writing it sideways. Feel free to write down upward arrows, downward arrows, reminders, so that as you practice, as you play the piece, you would know what finger you have to use. And just like our other piece, this one also has the fermata sign. Fermata sign in this case ends up being on the last note, on the last measure of the piece, which means and it's on a whole note. So you're holding this note not really for 3 times more. This is one of the exceptions that I was talking about earlier. Since the piece is already slow, 4 beats is very slow as it is. So if you were going to actually hold that for at least like 10 to 12 beats, that's going to take forever. So this is roughly is going to be about 6 beats. But you'll follow me and then we will end the piece together. That's all I have to say about this piece. Have fun practicing.